Leadership is hard, and there are three things that most leaders would love to be able to do better. They want to be able to get the best out of their team at all times, keep them fully motivated, and of course improve overall results. And I'm sure you as a leader would love to be able to do these three things. In this video, we're going to show you how. And we're going to do that by looking at a model called situational leadership. We're going to explain what situational leadership is, what it involves, and how you can use it, so that at the end of the video you will be able to apply actionable things that you can take away and use with your team straight away. So what is situational leadership? It is a popular model that helps leaders adjust their style based on the team members' competence and commitment. It was developed by Hersey and Blanchard, and it breaks the leadership styles into 4 areas. Those areas are supporting, delegating, coaching, and directing. So let's have a look at those 4 areas in a little bit more detail. Let's start with directing. This is the style you would use when your team members lacked both the competence and the confidence, when they don't have many skills or much experience. This is when you would tell them what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. A directing style. Coaching style would be used when someone has some knowledge, but not full knowledge, and also doesn't have full confidence. So they will need more guidance, more encouragement, and more motivation. This is when we would use the coaching style. The supporting style is when the person has the knowledge, but perhaps lacks the confidence. And this is when you would need to guide them lightly and focus more on encouragement. And the delegating style is when somebody has full confidence, full competence, and you fully trust them to work independently. So how do you choose which style to use easiest? Well, you need to match your leadership style to the team members' development level, their mix of competence and commitment. And as you can see from this slide, there is D1, D2, D3 and D4. Let's take a look at D1. Low competence, high commitment. New to the team or the task, eager to learn, but needs proper direction. This is not an individual who can be left on their own to complete a task. Now D2 is somebody who has some competence, so maybe they've been in your team for quite a while, or maybe they have some understanding of the job, but they perhaps have low commitment or low confidence, and therefore they need some guidance, they need some support, not just in the actual job itself, but also in encouraging them in their skills to be able to undertake the job. D3 is high competence, but variable commitment, or perhaps variable confidence. So they are skilled, but they could be unsure of their skills, or perhaps they are disengaged. Either way, they will need more support. And then style D4 is high competence and high commitment. They are confident, they are capable, they are committed, and they are ready to do the task on their own. So this is when we leave them to it and let them do that on their own. So how can we easily apply this framework in the real world? Step number 1 is you need to identify the task. It is important to avoid assessing the person overall and instead focus on the specific task or goal that they're working on. Step number 2 is to assess their competence and their commitment or confidence in relation to this task. Do they know how to do the task? And are they committed and are they confident to be able to do this task? By assessing these two areas, competence and commitment and confidence, you will be able to place them in the right quadrant, D1 to D4. Step number 3 is then matching the style to where they are. So do we need to direct them? Do we need to coach them? Do we need to support them? Or do we delegate the task completely to them? It's important that we always lead with the right balance of direction and support, depending on where the individual is on the quadrant. And finally, step number 4, you can't work with the individual in one style all the time. People grow, tasks change, situations change, so you may need to shift your style as skills and confidence for each task or goal changes or increases. One person, many levels. Somebody may be confident in sales, but unsure in communication. So this is why situational leadership is very important that we look at it per task and not per person. So in summary, situational leadership is a leadership model that you can use with your team members, looking at their confidence, their commitment, and their capability in each task or situation, and not overall as a general team member.